Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims watching and hello to the non-Muslims watching. Basically, this is a video for sisters. Basically, you're gonna see how much of a blessing Islam is. See, because you're born into a Muslim family, you take it for granted. Just like when someone's born into wealth, they don't appreciate money like who was poor. But watch this clip, and I'm going to show you how many blessings that Islam has here that will prevent you from these situations that even non-Muslims are waking up to. So check this out.
Yeah. A lot of what's happening now in schools, I don't even think they realise it's inappropriate. I don't even think they realise it's bad. Because to them it's just normal. When we were growing up, there were the loose girls in school, and then were the good girls in school. There's a quite simple divide between the two. And then the ones in the middle that had boyfriends, girlfriends, that was it. Now, even the good girls are making mistakes that are critical to their high school education. Because a good girl might go out with one of the cool boys or one of the guys from the football team or the basketball team. And he might say to her, send me some pictures. And she'll be like, well, he's my boyfriend. So, okay, cool. Bam!
That's mad.
And then what's he going to do? Man them! Check this out. And then it's around the whole school. And then I got to have a conversation with her mum saying, unfortunately, there's been an incident at school today whereby blah, 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 or rare, tear. It's peak.
Serious.
It's peak.
So you literally in schools at the moment, you're getting situations here where almost like a picture goes viral in school. Like everyone starts to see the naked picture of the gal.
That's 100%. But that's one of the reasons why that whole revenge porn law came out is because young bucks were going out there getting a one picture of a girl, and then he would say, right, you got to do this with me, or I'm going to send it around the school, and then she would, and then say, right, you got to do this with my bridges now, otherwise I'm going to send it around the school.
Is that what they're doing, blood?
That's one of the reasons why that stuff came out. I've worked in several schools, and I started off with community work.
Yeah.
And that stuff will wake you up real quick. Some of the stuff that these youths are on now, it's mad.
What?
Some of the for example, if a student comes and says to me, so-and-so was filming me, I then have to go through that person's phone to delete the footage. But the stuff I see in the phone...
When you're going through it.
When I'm going through it. And some of the youths are giggling. Said, okay, man. I'm like, but you're not even doing your GCSEs yet. You're on this much crud so young.
What age is it going down to?
Wow. And the 3 schools that I've worked in, you generally start seeing stuff pop up. But the key moment is between 8 and 9. Year 8 and year 9.
In a section where?
So some of the...
Okay. So, basically, yeah. Look at this. Look how many blessings there are in Islam. Like, if you're a Muslim following the Quran and Sunnah as a young girl in secondary school, college or uni or stuff like this, you will avoid this situation so easily. 1, yeah, you're not supposed to have, male friends. 2, yeah, you're not supposed to have boyfriends. 3, yeah, the whole thing about images being haram or not being haram, and not, taking photographs because, some of the ulama consider it from being, trying to represent, remake Allah's creation. Look at, also there's, wearing hijab if you're a sister. But look at this, yeah? So what I'm saying is that if we just believe in the Quran and Sunnah and believe Allah's Al-Hakim, the most wise, before even if you don't know the hikmah behind everything, you would be safe from a trap like this. So you're going to have some innocent girl, yeah? Because generally, girls in schools, secondary schools and stuff like this, they're innocent little girls and stuff like that. And then, they might fall in love with a boy or have a crush on a boy or this, that and the other and so forth, because they hang around with the boy, they talk to them or whatever, yeah? And she gets a crush on this boy. Then what happens? The boy has different girlfriends and stuff like that, but she's in love. She would never think that. So what happens is that they start chatting in school and flirting and whatever and so forth, yeah. So what happens is that they go out. They going out in her eyes, but he's mostly got other girlfriends. Yeah. But the thing is this, yeah. So at some stage he asks her for pictures. So obviously now she's what is it? She's what is it? Believes everything he says and so forth, and she basically so she sincerely falls in love with him, yeah, and sends it because she's in love. She thinks he's in love too. She sends him some pictures, yeah, and he gets the pictures of her, and that's what I'm saying is that most of the time the girl is sincere. She's in love. She's like got feelings and stuff like that. But the guy's just another chick to him. So what he does, you know, he feels no way, no remorse, no thing. He shows it to his friends. Why? Because he's a guy, ain't it? And the lads, you know, like their loyalty is to everyone else. She's thinking she's in love. He's got feelings for me. I've got feelings for him. You know, where doves in the sky. You know, white roses coming out the sky and all this kind of stuff. But he's just thinking, yeah, I got some like naked pictures of this chick, yeah. So he sends them all round to his friends. Yeah, this is normal for guys, yeah, especially non-Muslim guys and stuff like that. There's no such thing as haya, like shyness or modesty. You know, they might as well take the words out of the dictionary, yeah. So, and I'm talking as a convert to Islam, a revert to Islam, yeah. So basically, yeah. Now what happens is that all his friends have seen her pictures, pictures of her naked and stuff like that. They've like seen all different parts of her body and stuff. And they got these photos. They sent it to their friends, and they sent it to their friends, and they sent it to friends. And then what happens? She starts to realize that everyone in the school, or college, or the uni, or wherever, has seen her pictures. Like some girls and some sisters will commit suicide because of this, man. Wallahi, I'm not joking. Will some will like start slitting their wrists. Some will start like, wallahi, serious, man. But look, I say, look, with Islam, look how many things it would save you. Would it save you? One, because you don't have male friends. Yeah. Two, so you're not hanging around with boys. You're not chatting to boys. You're not, flirting with boys. Two, zina, marriage, relationships outside of marriage are haram. So you wouldn't have been going out with this guy. You wouldn't have been the girlfriend. There's a hijab. If you're wearing hijab and stuff like that, you're gonna be very reluctant, yeah, to show pictures of yourself without hijab to a boy and this that and the other. The whole thing about photos being haram or not, and this that and the other, and whether it's recreating the last creation and stuff like that and so forth. All these barriers you would have to Islam would have prevented you from getting this situation that is normal in schools nowadays. Yeah. So like that's what I say when you're born into a Muslim family, yeah. Just like if you're born into a rich family, yeah, you take it for granted. Like a person who's poor and then becomes rich is never like a person, yeah. In general, yeah, like a person who's been rich all their life because they don't know what it's like to live without money. You know, I'm not saying all that. You get some people that Allah's blessed them, and they got yaqeen and certainty, and they've been born into good families, and they've practiced all their life. But in general, most Muslims, what happens is they're born into a Muslim family, and part of the problem with the family is that they're cultural Muslim families. They fast Ramadan because everyone else is fasting. They celebrate Eid because everyone else is Eid. But if ask them what Tawheed is, if you ask them three categories of Tawheed, they don't know. If you ask them what Aqidah is, they don't know. If you ask them who the Salaf are, they don't know. Yeah, so most families are just cultural families, so they do Ramadan because everyone's doing Ramadan. They do Eid because everyone's doing Eid. They said their kids madrasa because everyone's sending their kids madrasa and so forth. But then when a kid comes back from madrasa, they will put Bollywood on, and on the Bollywood there's an elephant head, with 8 arms or whatever, shirk in the house. They're either playing like Bollywood or Nollywood, or so they come back from the madrasa, and when they've been memorizing Tawheed in the surahs and stuff like that, then they come back, and Nollywood is an African version of Hollywood, but just cheaper and stuff like that and so forth, just like Bollywood. Yeah, so basically, then, there's a film on with a cross, a man with a cross, claim that Jesus is God and God died on a cross and all that stuff. But my whole point is this, yeah, is that, yeah, you take it for granted. So, like, if something is in the Quran tonight, even if you don't understand the hikmah behind it, whether it's wearing hijab, whether it's for the brothers wearing the things above the ankle, or going to bed and trimming the moustache. Follow it, because there's benefit and hikmah and wisdom in it, even if you don't know it. Wallahi, I'm sure some sisters, women have committed suicides over what this guy is talking about, or cut their wrist or tried to kill themselves because they've all these different boys have seen their pictures and stuff. So I just thought this clip was very important, and yeah, I just thought I'd narrate this to you. But what I would say to you, look, you see these things that I'm watching, some of these things I'm watching, stuff like that. I don't advise you, unless you're an adult, yeah, who who follows the Quran and Sunnah and stuff like that, to try and look up these things. I've watched them all by yourself. Yeah, so what I was gonna say, I don't advise you, unless you're an adult, yeah, who practices and study deans, yeah, and so forth, to watch these podcasts on your own and stuff like that. Sometimes they make good points, sometimes they make points that sound good, but they're wrong and so forth. Or sometimes they just, because they're non-Muslims and stuff like that, they just give the totally wrong advice and stuff like that. So unless you're an adult, I say like in your, what is it, like 25 or above and stuff like that, I don't suggest you find out the original podcasts and so forth, because they made this one good point. Yeah, you have to know what the Quran and Sunnah says when you're watching these things, so you know when what they're chatting is makes sense, or when what they're chatting is rubbish and goes against the Quran and Sunnah and so forth. So may Allah guide them all, and so forth. But yeah, like if you found this video beneficial, like, subscribe, and check out the rest of my videos. Assalamu alaikum and goodbye.